I'm going to show you how to couch the facets. Now, facets is a wonderful metallic thread and it's super shiny. But if you look at it closely, it looks like coils and it mimics the shape of beads. And so what you can do is, it's not like pearl that you gently stretch before you're using it. This won't stretch. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to couch it down around this inner circle. I've anchored my thread with a pin stitch. I've made my pin stitch along the line that I've traced. It's going to be completely covered by the facets. Okay, and I am not taking the facets through the canvas. I'm just laying it on top. And I'm going to couch from the outside, from the inside to the outside, and you should be able to hear a little pop as the thread goes through the facets. Let's see if we can hear it. Okay, I don't think I got it quite in the right spot. Maybe we'll try the next one. You can come up and down in the same hole if you want to, or you can come a little bit into the area between the two circles. Okay, I'm not hearing a pop like I do when I'm couching gold work. But I'm going to try to follow the outline of this circle as much as possible so that it has a nice circular shape. And when I get to the end, I'm going to butt the ends together. It's really difficult to bring the facets up through the canvas or to try to couch down your beginning line. I think it's easier to do it this way. And if your circle gets a little out of true, it's okay, because there will be a lot of French knots and things filling up the area between. And I'm trying not to stick my head into the camera to cover up what I'm doing here. But this is a beautiful thread. I really like it. I don't use it a whole lot. I don't know why, but I do like it quite a bit. I think it has a very nice effect. And I thought it was appropriate for this particular project. Now, I'm not couching at regular intervals. My couching thread matches my facets pretty well. I don't think you're going to be able to see it by the time I get finished. I'm just taking my time. I don't want to stretch the facets. I don't want to distort the circle. I want to have a nice circle shape by the time I'm finished. And I'm going to couch from the inside to the outside because I think that's going to help me maintain my circle a little bit better. You can come up and down in the same hole if you want to. I don't think it'll make that much difference. If following the outline of your circle is better for you to come up and down in the same hole, then by all means do that. Having my canvas held in a frame makes it a lot easier to guide the facets with my finger around the circle, as opposed, if I were trying to hold the canvas and the needle and the facets, I would run out of hands pretty quick. Okay, I'm getting a little bit out of true here. So let me just see if I can kind of coax it and guide it, because I really do want to have a nice circle shape. If it gets a little bit out of round, it won't matter that much because you're going to fill the area between the stem stitch and the facets with French knots that I'll show you how to do that here in a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to take one more stitch, and then I think I'm going to cut the other end so that I can butt the two ends together and couch them down. You can see that this end is a little wanting to stray a little bit away, and this is where I'm going to want to cut it. Metallic, a serrated edge scissor will work really well for this. Okay, there we go. Because you don't want to crush the edge of the facets with your scissors, and it would be very easy to crush the edge of the facets. I'm just going to hold this in place as I'm couching. One more here at the very end of this one, and then I'll work on couching this end to it. Now, it won't, if you have a little bit of a bump, see I've got a little bit of a bump here, I don't think it's going to matter that much because of the French knots that are going to come after. And I took care to make sure I didn't crush the end of my facets. Okay, I think I've got this pretty well couched down. I have my circle. And I'm going to end with a pin stitch just right here because this is all going to be covered up. And with the couching stitch, there's not a whole lot on the back that you could weave into, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to put a little pin stitch right here. Let me cut this. Okay, there's my couched facets.